What is up, YouTube, and all the fancy viewers in the chat? I'm going to give you guys a quick shout out, real quick. We got Ryan's RC, Ben Crashin, Quad Farm 507, Rick, NQIS Steve, Wrong Way, Matt Dewhurst, Vampire, Derek, got Pathazar. What a sick fucking name. That's a nice name. It's saying I got an echo. We got an echo? Let me know if we got an echo or not, guys. Don't see any reason why we should. No, okay, cool. All right, so I'm RandomFPV. Tonight we are going to be interviewing the BotGrinder. Uh,
Hello,
good
I am the
fella named
BotGrinder.
Bot, we'll call him. Bot and I have a pretty interesting history. I thought I'd tell a little bit about the very first time we ever interacted was when I was doing a show called FPV Life, and Bot, you had like what, like 400 or 500 subscribers at the time?
Like nothing. Yeah, I was fucking baby YouTube. Nothing.
He
I
had
had two
just
cemetery videos.
Yep, you just done the cemetery videos, and it was catching hell online. And I don't know. I guess you'd say I was kind of like the talent scout for FPV Life, or one of them, and as well as on the show. And I proposed that we bring BotGrinder on, and I caught a little bit of hell about it because nobody had heard of him at the time. But I was like, this guy's super interesting. I really think he's going to be a good guest, and it ended up that Chad Capper got wind of that and decided he wanted to come on too. I think he had some interest in Bot at the time. And so we ended up doing, I think it was me, you, Lance, and Drew, and Chad were on that show.
Yeah.
Um, and that was,
All of us.
I guess, you're like your first show, right? Like your first interview show?
The fucking thing, the graphic for it was sick too. It was like a cemetery. It was fucking tight. I was so stoked on that shit. I was super nervous to be on. I was super stoked to be on though. I also though, even though I was like aspiring to be on Rotor Riot, I was still like, why the fuck are you guys coming on? Capper and Drew. I was like stoked for real, but I was also kind of like, let me do this shit, man. I don't need y'all fucking hogging my glory.
Right? So, yeah, that was, I think, in 2017. So it was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Steve asked what happened to Lance. Lance, to my knowledge, Lance still flies, but he kind of took a step back from the public spotlight, you could say. I know he had to focus on some stuff with his personal life, and I did the same thing for about a year, so I can't say anything about that. Sometimes you just got to handle what you got to handle in your life. Um,
For real.
I would love to have Lance back or to do a show with Lance again. Maybe one day that'll happen. You never know. We'll see. So, Bot, how did you find FPV? What was the very first thing that you ever saw or experienced the hobby?
I had a Hubson X4, little toy fucking thing, and my buddy had one, and I was like, we should try to race each other. And that led me to Google drone racing. And then I saw fucking like Zoe stuff and I saw DRL stuff. But the thing that really hooked me was I saw these dudes in New York that were, it was like in the fucking winter, these dudes were racing each other. And I saw the goggles with like those antennas coming out. And when I was like, these fucking dudes are wearing video screen goggles with antennas, like whatever it entails, I want to do that. I want to do that hobby. Whatever I need to necessitate owning a pair of these video goggles, I want to do.
That
And that was
spoke
it.
to your cyberpunk, your
So
transhuman
hard.
kind of
So
thing, I
hard.
guess, right?
Yeah, dude. I
Give
was like, this is the most cyberpunk thing you can fucking do for reals.
give the viewers a little bit of background on what cyberpunk is.
Cyberpunk is basically your anarchist fucking punk rockers, but super futuristic. You know, like how protesters back in the day may have physically damaged fucking property and thrown bricks and rocks at shit. Cyberpunks would hack something, you know, take down fucking servers and stuff. They're just a more technological minded anarchist, basically. You can get a lot of definitions from a lot of people, but to me, a cyberpunk is just somebody that fully embraces fucking technology. Even anarchists that like know a better life is probably living in the woods and living off the land, but we live where we live, so we're gonna fucking take advantage of it. You know,
That's super interesting. It's a whole
just my take on it.
side of life that you don't hear about very often. I think it's super awesome.
I've been obsessed with cyberpunk fucking literature and aesthetics and everything since I can remember. Since I was a kid, I've been like, I fucking love. So I remember when Wired magazine was a shitty fucking little zine. It was like not a magazine at all. It was like a hacker fucking zine, and it would come with a floppy disk with hacker programs on it and shit. It was fucking sick. I was all about it.
Hell yeah, that's super cool.
back in the day.
So you had your Hubsons, you saw the guys on the internet, and you decided to get into it. Do you remember what your first drone was?
Oh yeah, yeah. I went on
Your
like
first
Facebook and a
FPV
few other
drone?
places. Yeah, I asked a bunch of advice and I didn't listen to anybody. And I bought a ZMR 250 and what were those goggles? The V2, the big old box goggles, the big fucking black ones everybody had.
The
Uh,
Eachine 800 or something like that?
before pre dude, before all that fucking shit. God, I can't remember. There was something. They sucked. That was it. And then everything broke. And I remember when it came, the ESCs were soldered and placed underneath the drone, just exposed. When you land, it would land on the ESC. And I remember I got that on the ZMR, and I was like, "This isn't fucking right." And that was my first project, was putting the ESCs on top of the drone instead of the bottom. And it was super fucking daunting. But I like took pictures and shit, soldered it all up, and it was like, "Holy shit! I just fucking soldered a drone. Like,
Yeah.
way to go, me!" And then that thing, it never broke the frame. I think one of the ESCs popped or something. I can't remember. But then I not too long after bought some shitty clone frames and some parts and started building my own. And just really, dude, since like May of 2016 is when I got that. I have not stopped. Not, I haven't flown certain days, but I've done something FPV pretty much related every single day since then.
Yeah, you're hardworking. A lot of people may or may not know that about you, but you are one of the hardest working people I've ever known in FPV. Is when it comes to like promoting yourself or being on, doing streams, doing videos, just getting yourself out there. You really, really work hard. I think you're a
Nobody
good
else could do it.
example for people who are like, how do I do it? Like you're a great example from that. Don't take offense to this, but at first you weren't
Nah,
like the most awesome pilot in the world, but you
nah, still
still
ain't.
developed a following, you know, even though you weren't. And because that was part of the blowback that I got when I was asking to bring you on FPV Life. You know, they're like, "Oh, he's not that great of a pilot," and I'm like, "It doesn't fucking matter. The dude's into FPV and he's really fucking cool." Um,
I think I really am just out here having fun. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm lose sight of that and I get frustrated and shit. But I'm out here having fun, making videos the way I want to do, flying, doing my shit. And I think people will see that want to just have fun and a good time too. And it carries, like you want to watch somebody having a fucking good time. And I'm just here to have a good time.
somebody real, real person. No, no fluff. So do you
What
remember
you
what
get?
the?
Yeah.
Do you remember what? Well, you might have some fluffy dope, but no. Weed. That's all I meant. Um, do you remember what your first flight controller, like if it was a Naze or a CCD, or do you remember?
Was the fucking with the not it was an A's 32 base. God, there were these ones that I bought from Ready Made RC or there was some website where like sometimes you got your order, sometimes you didn't. It was just like super fucking scary. I shouldn't be saying Ready Made because that's probably not the name of it. But it was an F3.
Okay,
Fucking something or other. Man, I mean, I've forgotten a lot, I guess.
it's been a
What the
while.
fuck was that thing? It was like the one everybody had in 2016 that came out. They were kind of cheap and shit. I can't remember now though at all. I've also been through so many fucking different brands and types of flight controllers because I still haven't found one that I'm like, this is my shit right here.
Chad's in the chat. Mad Chiller. He says Omnibus F3. That's probably what it was.
That's what it was. It was Omnibus F3, 100%. Well, now I can remember that name for a couple more years.
All right, so you got
Those,
your ZMR and your Omnibus. You busted an ESC.
yep,
You bought some clone stuff. That's pretty much what I did. To my first quad. Well, my first quad was a Terra 130, which was like a little 130 millimeter with an Ace 32 in it.
yep.
Um, and my first 5 inch was a Banggood knockoff kit. Where it came with the motors and it came with the ESCs. I don't think it came with the FPV gear. It was just like the frame, the motors, the ESCs, flight controller.
That
But
sounds
yeah, I
awesome.
had I had no clue, right? I didn't even know what a clone was at the time. Um, I'd kind of been into vape gear, and I knew the clone industry in vape gear. So once I caught on to that, I knew what it was because I had experienced that with vape gear. But at the time, I had no freaking idea at all. I just bought what I found.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
But the damn thing screamed for what it was. I mean, it was more powerful than I could handle at the time. That's for sure.
I There was a lot of little drones like that when I started I always wanted and I never got. And I'm like, cool, I'm glad I never got none of that.
So what are you flying now? I'm assuming it's going to be your own, your BQE frame, right?
Yeah, I'm flying my frame for sure. The BotGrinder Banger, the Bot AFX, one of the strongest frames ever created for urban freestyle. Like if you're flying bandos and concrete and shit, and you ain't got one of these, you should get one of these.
Yeah,
It'll be
they're
way
hard to
less
break.
frustrating. Very, very hard to fucking break. 6 millimeter arms, 3 millimeter tops and bottoms.
What was you had a frame before that, right? That was your own frame.
Yep. The
What
Bot
was it?
5, and that was
The
a
Bot 5.
unibody. And that's still people that like unibody frame, that still sells, man. People still love that shit. It's a fucking that one's a fucking tank. I just wanted a frame with replaceable arms. And the thing is, the arms don't even break really that often
So
on
it
my new one
doesn't
because they're
really matter.
six. No, no, it's like unibody or the new one, whatever. But I really like the new one. It's a little more spacious. It fits the DJI shit. I like the look better overall. I like the arms. It feels good. You could beat the shit out of somebody with this frame. Like it's not overly heavy, but it feels solid in your hand. You know.
Did you guys have to do a revision for the DJI, or did it just happen to fit, or did you know about that and design it around it?
I'm pretty sure. Well, I didn't give a fuck about it, but BQE was smart and made sure it fit. So when they were designing it, they made sure it fit.
Matt's talking about your green hair and your green screen. It's
Yeah, it
kind of,
disappears.
yeah, it's a
Which
little
side?
section
Camera
of your
one?
head there for a minute. And it's funny because that part of the background is kind of skin colored, so it almost looks like you got this crazy shaved head or something.
Just one patch. I went to the jail one time with just part of my head. I had cut my hair and the clippers broke just part way, and then I went and did some dumb shit and I got locked up. So I just had like this half of a fucking haircut in jail for a while. It was pretty bad.
Was that when in the days of the fucking little paper at the corner store where it's got your picture on it? Do you ever make it to one of those?
Wait, what is it?
It's like I don't know. They've got them in Georgia. They're like you know what a bargain mart is? Bargain mart paper. It's like a little newspaper, but it's smaller than a regular
Like Coffee
newspaper.
Times or something? Just a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
whimsical thing. Yeah.
Kind of same thing, but it's got they sell like the wanted picture, like the arrest pictures. And so
Oh,
it's
okay.
like
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah,
people
yeah.
that have gotten arrested the last 2 weeks or whatever.
People love that shit.
Yeah, people always want to know who the fuck got arrested.
Yeah, people that have been arrested want to see themselves, and then people that have shitty friends that always get arrested buy that shit because they want
uh,
to see their homies locked up.
right?
We used to buy that all the time in Athens. I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
okay, yeah. That's where I first saw it too, was in Athens.
A lot of
That's
idiots
something.
there.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about me and Bot. I think we lived there around the same time period. I don't think we ever interacted with each other, but we
It was
both
like
used to live in Athens,
2006,
Georgia.
15. Yeah, I miss Georgia too, man. I miss Georgia all the time. It's beautiful down there in the summer.
Athens is a pretty cool little town. It was like big enough to, to be I guess a somewhat decent sized city, but small enough where you could kind of walk to everything, and that was really
But
cool.
yeah, yeah, you could bike end to end, no problem.
Yeah, their downtown was set up really well. So what electronics are you flying now? As I know you just recently kind of went through some ESC trouble.
Currently still going through it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just doing like my frame and my motors, the fucking Rush VTX and the Foxeer Predator F4 Mini. Still using those like every single build, but tried a few different people's ESCs and flight controllers, and I've been using the Newbie Drone Infinity flight controller, and I'm liking that one so far. But I'm trying to get some brain shit. I'm trying to just get like Hobby Wing ESCs and brain flight controllers. Go all in on that fucking shit. You know what I mean? Just stick with like I don't want to keep trying different fucking shit. Plus, I want to like form a relationship with a company that makes this product, so I'm not just buying shit. You know what I mean? I know people that work for the companies and stuff, right? But I want to have like a pilot company relationship with somebody that makes flight controllers basically. Because and I want to talk to Hobby Wing about the fucking
I can hook
ESCs.
you up with Jenny. Jenny, the owner of Brain. She's a pretty good friend of mine, so I could definitely, if you've not already talked to her, I can make that
I
happen.
have. I have
Okay.
talked. I've hit them up, and I hit Hobby Wing up.
I'm just gonna
Like
say
I'm
I
just
would
so sick.
expect them to want to work with you because Jenny's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, they're good people. Been talking to them for a minute. In fact, a few years ago, they sent me a flight controller, but I wasn't ready for that shit yet. I was still just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But now I'm like, I want something solid. And I've been all about that Emu flight, and they finally got that for the Infinity stack. I was hoping for me, basically, for a few other people, but I kept pushing them like, get Emu flight on the fucking Infinity stack. Now I'm gonna have to be like, get that shit on brain on the fucking Radix because I'm gonna start flying that shit. I'm gonna start testing it out. I shouldn't say I'm gonna start using it all the time, but I'm gonna start trying out different flight controllers, and that's definitely one of them.
They're really good. I've got one in a remix. That remix right there,
Hmm.
right there. That has been in that quad for a year and a half, 2 years, and that it's been through hell. And
Oh yeah.
it got stuck in a tree and stayed in there for like 2 days. I think it rained um, during while it was stuck in the tree, and that I've never had to even put a soldering iron to the flight controller again since I first built it.
That's what I
Um,
need is something solid, man.
they're good stuff. I think it's running Hobby Wing and Brain as well. That's what Brain recommends. I think is the Hobby Wing stuff because it
Yeah.
wires right up with the little jumper. They even include a little cable that goes specifically to that ESC, so you don't have to worry about that part of it. You don't have to like do any repinning on the cable and shit, which everybody hates.
Yeah. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah,
I
it's
just need to plug it in. The less solder joints, the better.
Quad Farm says FetTech's looking good too. I think FetTech's had some stuff that is like Kiss. Will run Kiss as well, from what I've heard lately. I don't know. I might want to check into that. I've been kind of interested in trying Kiss out myself. I've never tried Kiss.
Yeah, me either. There's always a time to try it. Fuck it. Steel seems to like it. He's been using it for like 6 years.
Right. I know his quads sure fly good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I remember you were on the interview. You got a little taste of what it's like to be online. Is that around
Yeah.
the same time you started kind of thinking about doing your own show?
I don't know. I don't remember because the very first live stream, the very first one was getting drunk and high with BotGrinder, and I was just sitting in my fucking room, like smoking blunts, like talking to the people in the chat and shit. And I really don't. Fuck, I can't really remember how it evolved into what it is now. The beers with BotGrinder, Friday night, fucking spectacular shit. But everybody's live stream was inspiration for sure. I would watch FPV Life all the time. You doing your shit. Schizo used to do a little bit of live streaming. I don't know if Bardwell did his end, but I didn't watch it if he did. Bardwell's, I watched them now. Fuck, who else used to do a stream back in the day? Just everybody. I watched all that shit. I was all fucking stoked on it, and I was like, I want to try this live streaming thing.
I remember
I think,
watching some of the first live streams you did, and they were so fucking entertaining. Like they honestly, they weren't really always about FPV. It was just about whatever the hell was going on in your life.
yeah,
Um, but it was super entertaining to watch, and you do a really good job of interacting with your audience and that kind of thing. I've actually probably tried to steal a little bit of that from you and
yeah.
in
Still, I have no idea what I'm doing, so
my
steal it
live
all, man.
streams. Well, you've gotten a lot more of a format to them now, though. I mean, you've got actual you show videos and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, there's segments now for sure. And to keep it from getting stale, I introduced a new segment 2 weeks ago, which was Bot's Community Corner. So every week I'll pick somebody random from the chat and I have this little like scene in OBS and I interview them for like 15 minutes. Just anybody in the fucking chat. I pick one person at random, talk about how they got we do this whole thing right here for 15 minutes, play some of their videos, and then I kick them out and do something else, which I thought was really cool. I'm like, there's a lot of regulars here that come to, a lot of everybody's streams all the fucking same. Let's start putting them on the screen and getting to know more about them. Let's start meeting
Yeah,
the fucking homies and shit. So it's not just some text every fucking week.
hell
But I do
yeah.
that. I play videos. I do a weekly challenge and shit. Where you give out prizes and the Bachrander challenge coin once a week.
I'm
Just fun
wondering when
little
you're gonna run
things.
out of those damn coins.
Oh, never. I mean, there's like 20 left, and when these are gone, they go by seasons. So these are the green coins season one. When these are gone, there's a new color, and that's gonna be season two and shit. So if
Hell
people
yeah.
want the cut, it's the to be coveted season one green ultra rare coin. Then now is the time to fucking start doing the contest and shit because it's gonna change colors for season two.
And what are the contests? Explain a little more about those.
Oh, it's anything. It's been harder to choose them later. Recently, I mean, because of the fucking COVID shit. But basically, I set a challenge, and from that Friday to the next one, you have that week to film a 1 minute video that fits the theme of the challenge. And I was doing like wall taps. I did like a moon gap dive, like dive something from the moon. We did the tiny gaps. I said, we did tiny gaps. Um, the most recent one I did is car chases. I want to have people do a car chase.
Hell
I
yeah.
did crazy tiny whoop tracks. I did FPV art. We've done fuck. There's been a lot of them. Any like trick thing really. Actually, I didn't do too many tricks. Sometimes I did like water was a theme one time. Like keep
A
it
lot of
pretty
water.
fucking loose so people want to think outside the box is perfectly acceptable. The only rules are really has to be filmed that week and has to be under 1 minute in time and submit the fucking video. But because of the COVID shit, I've been like, I don't want to be like go fly outside around anywhere. So I've been trying to think of indoors ones, but it's been really hard. So we did I did FPV everything this last week. So it was FPV something that you normally don't. Like somebody put their quad on a lawnmower and drove around, somebody FPV'd a fucking Lego roller coaster, somebody FPV'd a game of cornhole. They put a camera on the actually taped their whoop to a cornhole beanbag and was
Through it.
throwing that. Just, wacky little FPV drone challenge things every single week and people can win stuff.
Hell yeah, that's great. Double A says he
It's
can
fun.
count on half his hand the amount of times he's missed a beers with BotGrinder. Double A,
Yeah,
you've
double
probably
A.
like you can count on less in your hands how many times you've missed anybody's stream. Every freaking stream, Double A is there. Sometimes
Yeah,
when
he
two
is.
people are streaming at the same time, he's in both of them. So, respect to you,
He's got
Double A.
double A and triple A.
Right? I don't know how he figures out when everybody's streaming, but he's got his pulse on the industry, that's for sure. Props to you, Double A. Speaking of, let's give some shouts out real quick. Let's see who we got. We got 507, Bearded Billy, Ben Crashin, Double A, the man himself, Mad Chiller, Matt Dewhurst, Quad Farm, Scarecrow, Wombat. Who else we got? Propaganda X. See if I missed anybody. No, we got about 50 people watching, so that's cool. You guys should jump in the chat. Plummet's in there too. Flanny, Luciano Hernandez, what's going on? See if we got anybody else. So if you guys got any questions, Jason Houseman, what's up? 661, Jack Fu, exhilarating. If you guys got questions for Bot, drop them in the chat. We'd be glad to ask him. Whatever you want to know.
Hello, everybody. Hello,
Nappy,
Jack Foos, house full
Lycan,
of
Reggie
people.
Stone, Bacon, Gesture, Mr. Spat, OBS Quad. They're coming out of the woodwork now that they're getting shouts out. Yeah, any question. I mean, he can always say no.
Any motherfucking
Mindless
question.
FPV in the building. What's good, Mindless? One of the OGs of streams as well. Mindless was probably on your very first stream with us at FPV Live. He was a big supporter of FPV Live. As were a lot of the viewers we have that have through the years supported us. Wombat wants to know if you remember that one time.
Yes.
Good answer. Double A wants to know, did Bot take Capper on one of those train rides?
Nah. Nah, but I am gonna make a YouTube video riding a train as soon as the weather gets nicer. It will happen this year, but
You gonna
just
try to
didn't.
like ride one in FPV from it?
I'm just gonna ride it to. There's one that goes from here to Baltimore real quick, well, 14 hours or so. But I'm gonna ride that one from Philly to Baltimore and have Cricket come pick me up in the fucking train yard.
Sweet.
I haven't told him yet, so don't tell him.
Okay.
I want to
Well,
ease
I'll
him
tell it.
into it.
Hopefully, he won't watch the stream and he won't
He
find
won't.
out.
He's just gonna play Call of Duty.
Matt Dewhurst wants to know, how many motors do you go through?
Hmm. I mean, my motors are pretty good, but I like concrete. I order them like 20 racks. I order 20 motors at a time. And the last time I ordered 20 motors was 6 months ago, maybe something like that. I don't know how that math works out. Maybe less than little less than 6 months ago. Maybe 4 or 5 months ago.
Getting better. You're crashing less.
Yeah, until I try to do cool stuff and then I just crash. I'm getting comfortable with the shit I should have learned 3 years ago. I'm real comfortable with power loops and yaw spins now.
Hell yeah. Quad Farm wants to know, how much coke has Trump snorted off Milena?
Oh lordy, a lot. A hooker's weight, a Russian PP prostitute's weight in cocaine.
So, Gesture, I'll address this question to both of us. He wants to know, how's the COVID situation? I'll let you go first.
Oh, for me, I'm just fucking staying. I'm just staying inside. I'm not doing anything. I'm flying a little bit, but all my shit's broke. So I'm just staying inside, hiding from everybody watching the news, trying not to fucking worry about it too much because, you know, something's going to happen one way or another. Not really too much any of us can do about it independently. Together we can, but just fucking chill, you know? Go out
Yeah,
as little as possible till the shit's fucking till we're in the clear. Like, do you want to be able to fucking hang out this summer? You know what I mean? If we don't, I feel like if we don't all chill right now, we ain't gonna be able to hang out outside this fucking summer.
I totally agree. I'm fortunate that I've worked from home, so I'm somewhat used to kind of being at home all the time.
Yeah.
Um, but I've definitely slowed down. Like I don't take any casual trips to any. Neither does my wife. We're just if we have to go to the store, we make a list and like try to go one day a week, um,
Mm-hmm.
and try to go at times when people hopefully aren't out at the places. And we've been masking up and doing all that good stuff, and hand sanitizer everything. And biggest worry for me has been my son because he's 5 and I don't want him catching it. Um, so
For real.
we've had to really try hard to keep, which has been tough because he's 5 and he wants to go places and do things, and he's getting kind of stir crazy. So that's been a little bit difficult, but so far we're all been healthy. None of us have gotten sick. So that's what's important.
Yeah. Good. Just keep it that way.
Nappy
Just
says,
keep
"Bot, you
chilling.
need to extend that golden arc challenge. It's been too windy where he's at."
Do it. You think it wasn't windy as fuck when I did it? It was windy as shit when I did it. I tried to dive Philadelphia's tallest building. If anybody watched my live stream last night, I played a video of it. I tried to dive Philadelphia's tallest building with my whoop in like 15-mile-an-hour wind, and it did not go well at all.
Damn, a whoop and 15-mile-per-hour wind sounds pretty fucking
I
crazy.
was like down there, like committed to already filming this video, which I'm not gonna put out because it didn't work. But I was just climbing. I was climbing, dude, and the wind got a lot stronger the higher I
Up
got,
higher,
and it just
yeah.
like slammed my whoop and it was like moving my whoop around by itself. I couldn't really do much, but sit there with zero throttle and be like, go down. And as soon as it got down a certain level, then I was able to like control it again. But
Was it a
it was a
brushed
no
or a
go.
brushless?
It was a brushless, the Beta FPV 65X HD.
Damn,
The
so
only
that was
reason
some
I'm doing
serious
like
wind.
yeah, and I had my toothpick, and so I went down the street a little bit. I had the Beta Whoop HD toothpick thing, and I was like, "This is a heavier one, you know. It's got some good weight." Not even, dude. I tried to go up to this other building and it just fucking carried it out into the street, and it was like going against the wind when I turned around to try to come back, and it was just like staying still. I was like, "Come on, bro!" But the wind is blowing so fucking hard. So nope. But I'm definitely diving that building. That's gonna happen because I scoped the area out and it's fucking chill. And directly across the street, like tiny little Philadelphia small block, almost an alleyway little block thing. There's this kind of little brick park thing that you can just stand in and fucking you're not even on the building property. You can fly right up there. There was some like
Nice.
security-ish lady on a smoke break out there. And I was like, I don't want to do this, but I was like, fuck it, right in front of her. She didn't say a fucking thing. Nobody gives a shit. So I will dive that building one of these days
Hell yeah, I can't wait to see that video.
soon
I want to
with a
thank
whoop.
I want to thank Plummet for a $5 donation. Thank you, brother. Appreciate
Oh
that.
yeah, plummet.
Um, Jason Hausman wants to know, Bot, do you remember power looping the tank in the park at Flight Fest?
Yeah, I almost fucking killed myself. There's like a tank, a decoration tank, and I was like, oh, you can fly under it, and I was gonna power loop it, but I cut it way too short. That's coming right at my fucking face. But the tank had this like slide plate thing that it hit that instead, and I didn't kill myself in the head. Yeah, I remember that. I have nightmares about it, wake up in the middle of the night all the time. It was terrifying.
Didn't you almost hit Drew one time too in a video? I think was that you that I'm remembering? Like you guys were
Not
flying
that I
somewhere and
recall,
okay,
but
it was
it's very
somebody
possible.
else.
And it's
Some
possible.
some that was like it showed Drew in the corner, and I mean the quad was going dead for him. And at the last
Oh
minute,
no.
it might have been Jeff. It might have been Vortex that almost hit him. But
Got a
anyway,
lot more
whatever.
chances.
Bearded Belly FPV would like to know, do you have any tips for building your YouTube channel? That's a good one.
Content, put shit out, especially in the beginning, man. Put out a bunch of fucking stuff and just get that content out there. Put it out regularly. Don't wait weeks in between edits. Every twice a fucking week, put out just a flight video or something like. Just keep. That's what I did. I put out bullshit. I would do the little vlogs eventually, but I would just put out little 2-minute flight videos. Which YouTube you really want like a 9-minute video for the algorithm to consider you fucking anything, but just put fucking shit out. Plus, that'll help your if you're not good at editing and stuff. It'll help your editing skills too, like doing a bunch of videos. But put out a couple, like 2 videos a fucking week. And just keep doing that for a few months, and fucking spam your videos fucking everywhere. When you're like, people are gonna get fucking sick of me. Maybe hold back a little bit, but spam that shit. Make sure people know all the time who you are and that you're flying. And here's this thing I did. Put it on all social media. Just keep putting shit out is what you gotta do, basically.
Good
And there's
tips.
a lot of other stuff, but that's an easy
It's
one to do. Make content.
you're gonna get more comfortable with talking to the camera and all that if you're doing a couple videos a week as well. Um, that's one suggestion I would have is make sure you talk to the camera like it's just a best friend or something. And
Oh yeah.
what was well, I had another point too. Now I'm with spamming them. I'd find that if you spam all at once, it's a lot easier for people to deal with. They can just kind of scroll by your spam on their feed. Whereas if
True,
you're
very true.
spamming like all split up in the day, then people see it and they're like, God damn it, I saw this 30 minutes ago or an hour ago and now I'm seeing it again, and then they see it again 2 hours later, and they get more frustrated with spam if it's spread out as opposed to like hit up like 15 groups at once and just post all your shit up all at once.
You can also most Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everything will show you analytics for when your viewers are online the most and shit. So Instagram, like 4 p.m. is when most of my Instagram followers are online. So I try to post some shit around 4 p.m. or so. YouTube, most people watch my shit around 2 p.m. right now. So I try to make my videos come out at 2 p.m. And that'll, the more people watch it earlier on as soon as you put it out, those algorithms recommend it to more of your followers and more random people and shit, and hashtag fucking everything too. And doing all that will get you a good start.
Yeah, if you follow kind of like a rule book with all that stuff all at once, you should probably see a pretty good little boost, and even in the first little bit of time doing it.
Yeah, like I started a Twitter for my Animal Crossing and shit. It's not doing well, but I'm about to start doing some of those tactics for my gamer Twitter. I made a gamer YouTube too, and I don't really promote that a whole lot because I don't only have like one video on it. But I will be using those same tactics when I get more serious about it.
Wombat would like to know: are you going to bring back the rat tail?
I don't know. I have thought about it actually because my hair is getting like pretty fucking long, so it's possible. Rat tail, it'd be version 3 in my life at this point. The rat tail was pretty cool. We'll
Yeah,
see. Maybe I'll do
I
like
think it suits you. I always enjoyed you with the rat tail.
I know I watched some old videos like a month or so ago, and I was like, oh fuck, that's right. I had a big old rat tail. It looked like even more of a piece of shit when I fucking started.
Anybody that's watched very many of your videos know you're not a piece of shit, man. That's for
Hopefully,
sure.
hopefully.
Propaganda X wants to know: how's Cornbread doing?
Well, cornbread's fine. She ain't here. She ain't here. She's fine. She's doing cat stuff. It's been really cold, even though it's like getting on summer. So she's just been sleeping on the bed most of her life.
Cats love sleeping on beds.
Yeah, she's about it. She cuddles with the dog. It's pretty adorable.
Double A brought a good one here. I've never heard this question to anybody before. He asks, does Bot feel like he is smoking with the homies during his lives?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Every time I
Because
feel
you know
like
everybody else is firing up, right?
that's half the fun is because it is just hanging out with the fucking homies. You know what I mean? I feel like even though everybody sees me and I'm talking and I'm just like seeing text, it does because I know a lot of the fucking people. Even if I haven't met them in real life, we talk a fucking lot, or at least once a week, on the stream. So it really does feel like hanging out with the fucking homies when I do my live streams. And even like when I don't feel like doing them. There's a lot of times I have a busy day or I got some shit going on. I don't really feel like fucking doing them. And once like I'm 10 minutes in and I see everybody there, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I'm about it again.
Right? Yeah, that's a big part of the reason I do the streams is just to connect with people, man. I love
Hmm.
that we're all over the world, all experiencing the same thing at once, and I think it's pretty freaking cool that
Yeah.
people care about us enough to come and watch us and hang out with us. Um, Propaganda X said he was about to do the ARCS challenge, but was busy as fuck and doesn't have a whoop.
Those are two very valid reasons. I would have
Give
also accepted, got locked up.
Yeah, right. It was on the front page of the paper. Um,
Well, next week's challenge you can do. All you need is a drone, a car, and one other human being, preferably with a driver's license.
what's it gonna? Oh, a car chase?
Yeah, it's car chase. Don't go anywhere else. Just go directly from your house to your car, do the chase, and go back inside. Don't interact with anybody. don't go anywhere except for car chase and then home.
A
That's the
good
challenge.
place if you're not accustomed to doing a car chase and you're wondering where the hell are you going to do it. If you can find an industrial park, like one of those, where it's like the big commercial buildings and the big long straight roads, um, that's a good place to go where you probably don't are not going to run into anybody and you can kind of develop your car chase skills on
Yeah.
roads that aren't crazy. Just as an example,
I mean,
give sh-
pretty much any shopping mall parking lot should be empty right now too.
good one. Give a
Strip
shout out to
mall,
Bad
whatever.
Boys FPV.
Go to
Says,
Ross.
holy shit, random and bot. So what's up, Bad Boys? Nice to see you.
What's up, bro?
Brah. Wombat said, ask him about the zine. Shit's gonna be tight.
Oh, zine is gonna be fucking sick. I'm stoked on that.
Give us the DL. What's the DL on the zine?
So I'm making
Talking about
just
the
an
BQE?
FPV, just an FPV zine, man. People know what zine is. It's like a little DIY magazine. So it's gonna be fucking. I have this model from last night, like just a piece of paper, but you're gonna have several of them. So it's just gonna be a little like DIY magazine that I'm gonna put all together and photocopy. But I want anybody in the community who's creative at all to submit to it. I want to have like drawings. I want to have little DIY guides to drone stuff. I want to have. You can do an article on tuning tips. You can write a short story. You can make a fucking maze or a word search. You can do fucking anything creative that you can put on paper. Basically, I want people to submit to me, and I'm going to put it in this thing and put it all together and hopefully sell a little bit of ad space and then give it out as cheap as possible to everybody. Mail them to everybody that wants one, full color and shit, like a
Hell yeah.
nice little zine. I've
That's
done
gonna be
several
dope.
of them, little like punk ones back in the day, several different zines, and they're fucking easy. They're really fun. You just need content. And now that I know how to use Photoshop and shit, like it's gonna be fucking sick. I think it's gonna be
Fucking
really
on
fun.
now.
Really, yeah, for sure. Really fun little project for the community for sure.
Hell yeah, I'm interested. I'd like to contribute to that, and I'll
Yeah,
definitely be reading it.
it's gonna be great. I can't wait to see what everybody comes up with.
Double A says to bring the shit back again full circle, touch base on your biohacks.
Oh yeah,
He,
nothing new. Although I saw that I have the fucking whatever microchip and then the magnet in the finger. But there's a microchip that holds more data, but I'm like, it's fine. This is enough. I think it's like almost 1 megabyte, which is all I really need for what I do with it and
you can
shit.
unlock your front door with it, right?
Yeah, every day for 5 years now or whatever, 4 years, but it's what I've been using. This fucking microchip.
That's sweet.
I
Don't
don't
ever
even have
have
the
to worry
key.
about forgetting your keys.
Yeah, I've lost the physical one a long time ago, so that's all I got.
Ben Crashin asks, what time is a good time to start drinking?
But whenever you feel like it, when everybody tells you it's time, bro, it's time. Fucking do it. Right now, it would be great. Perfect
Right?
time.
9:42 on the East Coast. Go for it.
Get it?
I always say
I'll
after
drink
5
my vape.
p.m. After 5 p.m. is my recommendation. That way you're done
Yeah,
with your day.
I heavily agree with that.
Propaganda X says, when Corona is done, can you link up with Max Beamer for a collab?
Me? Oh yeah, sure. Let's do it
Sweet.
right now after Corona.
Put it on the list. Artemis Prime says, what's up, Rando and Bot? What's good, Artemis? Nice to see you.
What's up?
Reggie Stone, great question. Will Bot's zine be printed or digital or both?
Print only. Print only. I want to take this highly futuristic electronic thing, which is FPV drones, and make the zine of it paper only. No digital copies will be made.
Nice.
Maybe for patrons. Maybe patrons could have a digital copy, but I plan on sending all of them a paper one anyway.
Propaganda says, how come your Canadian flag is green and black?
So something wrong with my green screen. It looks. I bought a new gun in Call of Duty. They have a weed gun in Call of Duty Warzone you can buy now, and I was like, sick. And I bought it, and I realized it's just green Canadian maple leaves. They tricked me.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I got a sweet like blunt animation guy, or he's a bong or whatever. If you play Call of Duty, if you play Warzone, it's in the store right now. Affiliate link below.
Wombat says he's so bad about sitting on tons of footage and being overwhelmed and not editing. I understand that. Um,
Throw away 90% of it. Throw away 90% of it, and it's way easier. That's what I do.
so how do you? What's your process for deciding what you're going to turn into an edit and what you're not?
For the flight side of it, um, as pretty much as soon as I get home from flying, I watch and then I title that file like the cool trick or part or entire line or whatever I want to use, and then I just only drag those clips into the fucking timeline and edit it, and I delete everything. For the vlogging, I usually know what I want to do and what I want to say. I pre-think that shit. I've been taking notes. I've been writing out like not a script, but I've been writing notes recently for my vlogs, even just like simple ones, like funny little ideas I have or whatever that I want to put in it. And that's been helping a fucking shit ton. If you vlog a lot, I recommend making a little Google Docs with notes of things, topics you want to touch on or whatever. I do it for my little bullshit review videos too. Um, but when I go out to make a vlog of something, I have a general idea of how I want to go about it. So I'll do a few different takes sometimes of parts if I like talk stupid or fucking some shit. But it follows usually what I. It's a lot of improv, but it follows like the theme that I planned out before. Usually, is that
So
the
you put some
question?
effort into it for sure.
I put a lot of effort into looking like a fucking idiot, really.
507 wants to know what are the best hashtags?
Fucking just go copy what Bardwell and Steele use. That's what I do. Get the Social Blade app for Chrome or plugin or whatever, and it shows you the hashtags everybody uses. And just go like what you do. Whatever video you make. Say I'm making a video. Like okay, here's a good example. I made a video and it didn't really work so well. This may be a bad example, but I used the Beta Whoop HD. I did a review on that. I went to fucking UAV Futures channel and I stole all his hashtags and shit. Besides the ones that were like him specific, but all the ones he used for that drone, I stole all his hashtags and put them in there. Just do that to a big YouTuber, FPV YouTuber. Take their hashtags and use theirs because they know what they're doing. Wild Willie's Instagram hashtags used to be on point back in the day. I would steal his all the fucking time.
That's not a bad idea. If you can see somebody doing it right, just copy what they're doing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with
Well,
that. Learning from
that's
others.
that's an old YouTube trick from what I've been reading is no matter what the genre, find a video that's on that subject that has a ton of fucking hits, copy a lot of the text and shit, you know what I mean, and paste it in your video and the hashtags and fucking everything and kind of structure it like that so it'll come up and recommended after somebody watches that video, yours will come up and recommended.
Very good
You can apply it to
suggestion.
FPV.
Dreams wants to know what size hat fits on your head.
I don't even fucking know.
Crazy ass.
Like two snaps. Oh, I don't know. Yes, FPV Dreams. The answer to your question is yes.
Dream says, tell Botsy I love him, so no harm, no foul.
Cheers.
Double A says, love seeing you back as well, Random. For real. New shit you're bringing is tight. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm getting a little more comfortable now that I've been back a little while longer, and you guys make it easy for me asking all these good questions. So all I got to do is just a little bit of extra work, and everything's great. Or at least decent, I hope. Um, Quad Farm, I think he's referring to your work on hashtags and YouTube. He said that sounds like a fuckload of work. I'd rather dig a hole. Oh man. Oh, Plummet said, Bot, you need to check your messenger. You got money in there and you don't even know it.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Maybe he sent you some PayPal money or something.
I'll check it in Facebook.
Plummet, you gotta tell us what messenger to check.
How do you know if you got money? Where do you check for money?
I have no idea. See
Well,
if
thank
he's.
you. Or is this
I
a
did.
trick?
He says
Is
I
this how my
did.
Venmo gets stolen?
Facebook, he says. I think you can send people money on Facebook.
I don't even see anything that says plummet. But thank you. I will investigate this further.
Um, where's that question? It was a good one. Okay, Nix. How can we get the zine? How are we going to be able to actually sign up for that?
Oh, once it's all ready to go, I'll be making a lot of posts. It's probably going to be like a month or so before it's even ready to be shipped. I got to get everybody together and shit. I'll be making a lot of posts about it. So follow me on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and
MB
stuff.
says, "What's up, Random and BotGrinder? What's going on, MBFPV? Nice to have you here, bro."
So G.
Double A says he's interested as well. I'm assuming in the zine. I know I am. Sounds like a great idea.
There's a
Um,
lot of creative motherfuckers in our community. Yeah, I'm really
a
excited to
ton of
see what
them,
people
man.
do.
It's one of the more creative communities that I've ever been involved with.
Mm-hmm. Maddie Blunts has been killing it with art recently too. Maddie Blunt's coming out with some fucking cool shit.
Shout out to Maddie Blunts. What else we got?
Scarecrow. Actually, I'm gonna answer. Scarecrow says, "How do we submit zine stuff, dude?" I went to tag you in the post that I made on Facebook. I tagged everybody at the bottom that I wanted it on it, and it wouldn't let me fucking tag you for some reason. So just know that your name was supposed to be in the tagged artists thing. I'm gonna be reaching out to a bunch of people that I know fucking kill it with art, and you're one of them. So everybody else, hit me up, Scarecrow. I'm gonna hit you up. So
Scarecrow
don't worry
had to
about it.
change his name. Well, I don't know if he had to change his name, but I think he changed his name on Facebook. That might be why. Um,
Okay.
if you were trying to tag the JR Pellegrini, I don't think it's that
Yep.
anymore.
I
Um,
typed all these and I was like, was it JR for, yep. Then I was like, Peligro? No, what the fuck? Pelican? I was typing in all these things that wouldn't come up. So that makes sense. Just like when Zorro goes off fucking Facebook, I'm like, oh shit. Okay, what was that fool's name again? Pinos, Thanos, Bazalita. Fucking, what is it?
that was pretty close, actually. Um, Propaganda X has an interesting question. Would you rather a gnarly crash on concrete or get stuck in a big ass tree?
Oh, that's a fucking great question, dude. Wow. That is probably one of the best questions. They both have their particular
Yeah, it's a pretty
uh
tough choice
I
because
would
you
say
got to
I
get it
go
out of
just
that
crash.
damn tree.
I go crash into concrete. Yeah, a tree. You're already on the ground if you crash into concrete. If you're in
Yeah.
a tree, you don't know if you're gonna get that quad back. At least concrete, you have your quad back.
I've never
Maybe in a
had an
few
easy
pieces.
tree rescue either. They've all been a pain in the fucking ass. Multiple days, multiple quads. You got to go buy a goddamn 150 foot of rope from somewhere and fucking
Yep.
slam your quad into another quad with a rope on it and hope you get it in the right place. And
If it's
yeah,
between like motor destroying concrete and really really tall tree, I'll go motor slamming concrete all day.
yeah. I
Fuck
think
that
I'd
tree.
rather spend a few dollars replacing a motor than I would have to worry about the damn trees.
Renting a fucking bucket and shit and getting your quad out.
Yeah, fucking call the fire department if you're lucky. Some fire departments are pretty cool about it, but others are like, hell no, we're not touching it.
Oh yeah, they would not hear. They'd be like, "Fool, get the fuck out of here."
Let's see. Do we have to smack our lips to be an internet panhandler? I don't know about that. You
Yep.
mean, I think he's referring to Ben crashing. You mean, do you have to talk to the camera to make good videos? I would say no. You don't ever see Johnny FPV on him's actual person on a video, but he makes some damn good videos. Probably an
He does.
exception as far as a flyer, but you
Them
get the
Lutz
point.
though.
Yeah, right. Them goddamn Lutz.
I will sell everybody here watching my Lutz that I use. It's easy in a Premiere for free. It's called the saturation button. Take that bitch wherever it's at and crank it 50 more percent. Boom. Color grading done. Next fucking video. So fucking easy.
Hell yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Will you repeat that for anybody that might have not caught it the first time around? Because that was a really good tip.
Just increase your saturation. Really, that's the beginning to making your videos look color graded. The very you can go deep color grading with LUTs and shit, but an easy way is just increase your saturation by like 50%.
Nix wants to know, can anyone add content to the zine?
Anybody that wants at all, anybody that wants to add anything appropriate can add to the zine. Yes, just get at me. I'll probably make a fucking email just for this or whatever to keep everything together. So
Right?
keep following my
FPVzine
shit.
at Gmail or some shit like that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You got any
Just
idea
keep
what you're going to
following my
call it
shit.
yet?
No, I haven't thought. Actually, that's you're the first. You asking me that question is the first time that I realized that there has to be a name for it. Now I'll just let it happen like organically, probably. Whatever.
FPVzine, I mean, it just go with what it is. That's
Yeah,
probably
I
a little
like that.
bland, though. I
No, I
don't know.
like that because it makes me think of like using some fucking '90s exclamation things, and it's FPV zine.
Right?
That'd be tight.
507 says, dude, don't give out that info for free about the LUTs.
That's Bots Lutz
That's funny.
masterclass for you. This shit's easy.
Clement wants to know what video editor you use.
Premiere. I use all the free ones. I used cracked everything. And then one day I was just like, dude, I'm editing like several videos a week. I need to just pay for something that works. Because even the cracked ones would have little issues and shit. So I just paid for Premiere. I've been paying for Premiere for a while now. But I got in on a good deal. Well, I canceled when they came out with a good deal and resubscribed. So I got everything for $30 a month. And I only use Premiere and Photoshop, but I have everything else should I want to. Actually, I used for the very first time After Effects to make a fucking little intro video for my gaming channel. And After Effects is really hard.
Right? I've never messed with any of the Adobe stuff. It's very intimidating to me.
I mean, Premiere, like, I only was able to use video editing stuff pretty easily because I fucked with music editing software a bunch and just the timeline. I was like, okay, so you have your timeline and there's a million different buttons, but you really only need four of those fucking buttons. So I just figured out the four buttons, the cut, the splicing shit, how to fucking drag stuff, how to put in music, and that was all you need to start. You don't need anything, any of the million other things any of those programs have just to do little FPV video.
Lanny FPV says he's never had his quad stuck in a tree yet, knocking on wood. Yeah, dude, it's an experience. Especially if
Knock on
it's
wood
like
for you.
75 feet up in the air and you don't know what the hell you're going to do. Half the time it's hard to just find it because it's
Sun's going
somewhere in this
down and
fucking
shit.
tree and you can't see it, but you know it's in the fucking tree because you hear it beeping or something. Like you're walking around the damn tree like this, trying to look through the fucking branches, you know? I hope you don't ever experience it. Quad Farm says he's gonna get it stuck in a tree. He jinxed himself.
Yep. Next week. Oh, hey, remember when I was bragging? Well,
Right?
took me 4 hours to get my quad down.
Landing your shit in a tree is a great way to make FPV friends, says Scarecrow.
For real.
uh,
On
Scarecrow,
that note, though, when your homie has been looking for his quad for like 10 minutes or somebody you're flying with, go help them because it'll start a chain reaction and everybody else will usually go help them. So I try to impart that on everybody. I try to do that and be that example. Anytime somebody's after like 10 minutes can't find their shit, or if they get stuck in the tree, go fucking immediately help them get their shit. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
fucking nice because it'll come back to you. And if you crash and immediately people are helping you, it's fucking nice.
yeah. I pretty much like if I'm unless I'm up in the air when somebody ditches their shit, and even then I'll usually bring it back and then automatically go help because the quicker you help find the quad or get it out, the quicker everybody can have fun, you know. And
Yeah,
it's no
yeah,
fun having
exactly.
fun by your damn self, and you know your buddy's over there mad because he can't find his shit.
Yeah.
So everybody's suggesting props out. Matt says it makes no difference props in or out. That's an interesting argument. Do you run props in or props out?
It took me 3 years to remember how to put the propellers in for props in. So there's no way I'm going to go props out and forget which side needs to go where. So I'm props in all the time, except for like some of my whoops that come props out. I just leave it.
Just leave it.
Yeah. So those are,
I'm the
and I put
same.
them
I'm
on backwards all
still
the time.
props in as well.
Like my beta here, yeah, shit's fucking. It's got the props out, and I'm sure I put them on backwards at first, and it flips over, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I
Is
do
that
them
the
right. Oh yeah, the
85?
props.
Beta 85?
65.
65?
65 HD. It's got a little Cadix fucking HD camera in there.
Pretty good footage?
Tiny. It's the Cadix, HD footage, how it's always looked. It's not bad at all, man. Like I guess if this was on a bigger quad, I'd be like, whatever. But just the fact that it's on a tiny 65 whoop, I think
Yeah.
that's so fucking cool. Like super fucking cool. There's a lot now. I'm like, wow, I can do a lot of stuff downtown or a lot of stuff where you definitely not be able to safely fly a 5 inch and still get HD footage with this thing. And it's a ripper, man. You can do rolls and stay right in place and everything. It's fucking cool. I'm
Drone
digging it. I
Flyer 189 would like to know what do you think about DJI's digital FPV system for freestyle? I've heard it's shit for racing.
I used Cricket setup on one battery and the video looked really nice, but I don't like DJI as a company, so I don't have one, nor will I ever. Fat Shark is coming out with some shit pretty soon. So if you're thinking about going digital, just let Fat Shark fucking come out with their shit and get that. It's gonna be pretty tight, from what I hear.
Interesting. The rumor mill.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Mm-hmm.
hope. Let's
I
hope
mean,
it's. Let's hope it's competitive. I'm not. I'm. I don't know, man. It's like such a freaking commitment to go HD. You gotta change out all your quads. You gotta buy what, $600 worth of freaking goggle. It's not
I
easy
mean,
on
I'll,
the not
I'll,
easy on the pocket to do it.
no. If when the Fat Shark shit comes out, if I have the money or if they want to give me a big discount, I'm definitely gonna get it. I don't want to. I want digital for sure. I just don't want to support fucking DJI.
Clement says he's using Orca's damn good goggles. Have you seen the Orcas?
Yeah, I did a review on them. Get FPV sent me like pair to try out and make a video on and shit and send back. And I liked them. They were fucking nice and bright. I like them better than the HGO2s, that's for sure. And they're supposed to be having that FPV Connect coming out soon, and that's what I thought was really neat about them was the FPV Connect, where you can live stream directly from your goggles to your phone to your YouTube. So whatever you're flying, you can see you are streaming on your YouTube. And
Now
I really
that's
wanted to
pretty
do like
awesome.
live flying videos. Yeah.
Dream says he's with you. He hates Browntown DJI. Oh, funny. Quad
Oh
Farm
yeah,
says, yeah, no, that's why I still fly 4S. Quad Farm, you're not alone. I still fly 4S as well.
I
I've got
barely
a
fly 5S. I barely just
I've
now
got a
got onto the
couple
5S.
5S batteries, but I don't know. I've got so many 4S, and I don't know. It does fine for me. Um, but that's why you guys don't see a whole lot of flying videos from me because I'm not a very good pilot. I don't know how. Maybe like 5 years in I'll become good, but so far 3 or 4 years in I'm not. So
Yeah,
uh,
I'm waiting for that to kick in here too. I do notice though when I really do fly consistent every fucking day, and I'm
yeah,
not just like bleh, I'm like, okay, so these 5 packs, I'm just gonna try this trick. Like if I do that shit after a couple weeks, I'm like, damn, dude, where'd this come from? You know what I mean? It really is
right.
about that daily pack to fucking pack, and don't do the same shit. Don't keep doing what you're comfortable with. You know, like I always when I dive buildings, I go right, I turn right. So I try to remember like go left even because that breaks me out of my pattern of what I'm used to. And usually when I do shit like that, like something as simple as doing it switch, I'll try other stuff and just fuck around and be like, oh, that's cool, and then work that into a line or whatever.
Hell yeah,
But I haven't done that
fucking
in a minute. I haven't done those every single day for a minute, and I'm trying to. I started to a few weeks ago until I had all this ESC troubles, and I've been down for a fucking minute. And it's just killing me, man. I'm like, everything is closed. There's this fucking sick mall with sick dive gaps, all a huge mall that's abandoned. And I flew there, and security doesn't fucking give a shit, and I can't go back because I got nothing to fucking fly until I get all these parts together again, build a new quad.
Propaganda X says the grinders on 5S are savage.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I fly them on 5S, the grinders with HQ V2S, and they're fucking smooth as shit. Plenty of punch, plenty of like oh shit, fucking pull out, plenty of fucking smooth. It's a great. I used to use the S3s and a little bit of S4s when I wasn't trying to go too hard. The S3s are great on them, but the V2S they fucking shine.
Propaganda also wants to know, are you working on any tricks in particular at the moment?
Yeah, just like in my mall videos, doing those rolls right into the dive. I want to do more shit like that, and I'm also trying to do like more of the roll to wall ride, fucking shit. Just things before tricks, basically, is what I'm working on.
Ah, interesting.
Instead of just doing the trick, doing a trick before the trick, like linking things together.
Yeah, working on your flow, incorporating different
Mm.
styles, and then doing a trick. Interesting.
And I'm constantly trying to improve my juicy flicks. Like I thought I had them down, and I would do the way like Willie would do them, where you kind of arc up and then do it. And I got those down for a while, but they're inconsistent, and then I just couldn't do it. I was like, "What the fuck, man? I just don't know how to do this anymore." So now I just fucking like snap that shit. So it just it mean that won't be forward. So instead of doing like the up and thing, I just do thing and then the roll. So always like trying to fine tune my juicy flicks and shit too. That's a constant trick I'm always working on. I want to make power loops look cooler too. I'm trying to figure out ways to make power loops with like other things in them
Maybe
look
you could
cool.
like incorporate a spin into it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I do that and like trying it at different parts, of the apex of the power loop and shit. Depending, looks I think cooler than other ways and shit.
Oh, Lycan's got a good question. He wants to know, do you have any or have you built any long range quads?
Yeah, I got a 7-inch BQE Bandolero that I've been thinking about ripping because I haven't flown it since I got the Crossfire, the Tango 2, and I want to see how the Tango 2 does for range. I really want to fly my 7-inch soon, actually. I don't know how far it'll go.
Do you have anywhere around there you could say you think will be a good place to fly long range?
Yeah, if I drive about 20, 30 minutes north, it's like country as shit. So I got plenty of spots. I can just pull over the side of the road, fly for a mile probably.
Hell yeah.
Philly, like once you get out of the city, man, it gets real country.
I think everywhere gets country, you know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
rednecks everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. I guess to me it's just surprising how close it was to like the city and how
Yeah.
different it was. Like, okay, so you're in any store in the city and they're probably playing like the hip hop station or the local like rock station, like 20 minutes and it's the country station in every store. You know what I mean? It's just real close. There's that border right there.
So are you flying the Tango 2?
Yeah.
Have you had real good luck with it?
Yeah, I love it. It's my radio that I don't ever want to use anything else again. And the Tango
Yeah.
is so good. The
Me
Tango
too.
2 is so good, man.
Me too. I've had nothing but good luck out of it.
I
I
just
had
love the
to
size. Like it's perfect.
Dude, it fits in my big bag um, where my old controller was the X10S, so it's pretty good size. And where my old controller used to fit, now I've got my goggles with the antenna still on, the battery in the little strap, and the Tango 2, and I've still got more room than
Yep.
with just the controller in the before. So that just alone, not having to take my goddamn antennas off my goggles every time, was like worth it for me. But
I just the other day got that Pyro drone patch antenna that's permanent,
yeah,
or semi-permanent. I just got that and I've only flown whoops with it, but so far I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, because that just goes right in the bag. You don't do nothing. Nothing just stays on there.
Double A says TAC named a trick. It's called the double A. At the apex of the power loop, yaw spin twice and relock into the loop.
Oh wow, that'd be crazy.
Kinda, that's kind of wild.
Yeah. All right, I'll try that. It-
507. I gotta get Tango 2. I love my game controller style radios. Don't understand how people can like the huge QX7. Dude, the QX7's small compared to the X10S I was rocking. You can
that
see it
I was
over
I
there. Look
the
how
whole
fucking
time I
big
used
it is. It's back over here. It's fucking huge.
Yeah, you can see that thing no problem from here. The whole time I was using big box radios, I was just like, I don't like this. It's just what I have. Like I was waiting for something like the Tango 2 to come out forever.
Me
Finally,
too.
like, I tried all the other ones and I didn't. I tried the what was that one? The Crossfire one or the fucking FR Sky one. I tried the Nirvana. I tried the
The X Lite.
Energy Evo 2. Yeah, the X-Lite. Tried all three of them radios. Didn't like any of them at all. Then the Tango came out and it's like boom, yes.
Summit says he's been using the QX7 for 3 years, thinking about trying the Jumper Pro.
Jumper's pretty good. Jumper was the radio I had before my Tango 2. I went QX7 to Jumper to Tango to yeah, Tango 2.
How did you find the Jumper compared to the FR Sky radio?
It's you hold it different. It's narrower. So I had to get used to that, but it feels good, man. It's a good radio. Feels real good in the hands. Feels real solid. I liked my Jumper.
One thing I was really impressed with the Tango 2, even though it's small and it's plastic, it's still got like a really chunky quality feel to it.
Hmm.
Like it just feels like it's a built well product. Sometimes you get stuff in the world, electronics, and you can just feel that it's built good,
Yeah, it
Um,
definitely is.
the Tango 2 has that feel, and I love the gimbals.
I want like a dark green one. That's or whatever green. Any green. I want a green Tango 2.
Oh yeah, that's a
And I
good
don't want
idea.
like a scanner or hydro dip. I want like the green molded fucking Tango
Right.
too.
You never know what they'll come out with. I saw rumors of a clear one. Um,
I've seen that shit. I've been hitting them up though since like before it came out. I've been like, make a green one, please. I was like, make a green one. Fucking put my logo on that bitch and let me get one. That's all I want. Is just let me get one. But
that'd
a
be
green one.
awesome.
I want a green one so bad. But clear would be cool. Clear you could also paint from the inside. You don't get worry about scratching them up.
Oh, that's an interesting idea. Scarecrow says he wants a Tango 2 for his birthday, but nobody has them.
Oh shit, really?
Sucks, Scarecrow. The fucking Rona is putting everything out of stock.
Yeah. Yeah, everything. It's getting hard to find Dubai roaches to feed my bearded dragons. Everybody's having a shortage of those. Even everything everywhere is starting to be out of stock.
Can you get him crickets?
Yeah, we did the other day. They just prefer the roaches are better for them, but we got crickets.
Quad Farm says fucking first world problems.
That's right, man.
My goddamn bearded dragon can't eat. And I can't find a Tango 2. Fucking Rona. uh, Lazy Rocket says, "Yep, waiting on back order." What's up, Lazy Rocket? How are you? Quad Farm says he can hook the dragon up. You got
Yeah,
roaches, Quad
doobies.
Farm?
I
Cyclone
want no
FPV
crickets.
Rock Speed Shield Motors RIP. I wouldn't be against trying the Tango 2, but I hybrid pinch, so I'm not sure it would work for you, Plummet. It's really, uh, really easy to pinch on the radio. It just fits in your hand perfectly, like either pinching or thumbs. What
It's
do you
flush too. Like radios for I don't pinch, but I see pinchers. There's that little like cutout where the fucking thing sits, so your finger hits it. It's flush on the Tango too, so you can put your other finger wherever you want on it. You know what I mean? Like you can maneuver it to pinch if you need to. I have a few pincher friends in Philly here, and they fly the Tango too, and they love it.
Quad Farm says he couldn't guarantee what species the roaches are.
Okay, no, no. We're
Oh
actually gonna be
shit.
breeding our own on that tip. We got the stuff to start breeding the roaches, which
Oh,
find
that's
it
fucking
ridiculous after
freaky to
years
me.
of trying to get cockroaches out of houses, and now I'm trying to increase them. Like this is the first house that I've lived in that doesn't have like a roach problem. Like I don't know if there's any roaches fucking in here at all. I've never seen a well, no, that's a lie. It's a straight lie. I've seen some giant cockroaches just walking across the floor,
Some of
but
those
I don't think it's
Philadelphia big
infested.
boys.
Yeah, I think it's just the neighborhood has roaches in it. They're gonna get in the house now and then. It's not
I don't think the
infested.
big ones like do like the little ones. You know what I mean? Like I don't
Yeah,
think the
those like
big
in
ones.
Georgia in the South, those little
Yeah,
fucking nasty ones that are everywhere, dude.
yeah.
Any apartment complex down there is infested with these nasty little cockroaches. It's not like that at all now. It's some big scary ones, but not the little nasty ones.
Fucking Madagascar bastards.
Yeah, dude. Some of them get. I'll walk home in the summer, so you have piles on the sidewalk scattering. I'm like, no, good for you, dude. Like you're fucking huge. Go get it, giant cockroach.
Propaganda says he hybrid pinches apparently, and he has no issues with the Tango 2. So there we go.
Nice.
So talk about your come up from when you started making videos, then you got
Yep.
on with Rotor Riot, which was a whole
Six
damn
months.
experience in itself. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I know
Mm-hmm.
you wanted to get on there for a while, and you guys kind of courted for a while, but they never really like made it official.
Right.
And then they made it official, but it didn't last too long. So
No, I had the second shortest right career. Little Stellar Fox uh, is number one. She was only on there for like a month or two, I think, but I was there for 6 months.
well,
Um,
not bad.
yeah, I don't know, it was some. It was a goal when I started FPV, man. For real, when I started like my first month in FPV, I would watch Rotor Riot, and I was like, I want to be on this thing. Like I set a goal to like be a super well known FPV freestyle pilot and get on Rotor Riot. So I fucking pushed super hard to like get known and shit. I wanted this to be like I had no idea it's gonna be like it is right now. Like I really did not expect this to just be like my life where I just make YouTube fucking videos and do live streams and things and then am able to like sustain myself off this shit. No fucking idea this would ever happen, but I was like, I'll be a fucking drone guy. And so I worked every fucking day towards it. I still work every day towards some fucking FPV goal, towards getting
That's
bigger
right.
and shit and being more comfortable. Like I make about minimum wage now. Like I make about as much as I would working a minimum wage job. So that's fucking cool. I don't have to wash dishes or cook or do some fucking shit I don't want to do no more. I'm like almost 40 years old. Every job I've had has been bullshit my whole fucking life. So I'm like, cool, I'll fucking take this. You know what I mean? I don't feel fucking bad about it. I'll just do my YouTube shit. It ain't gonna last forever. So I'll just enjoy it while I fucking can. So I set, my little goals to achieve to be more comfortable fucking doing it and stuff. But the Rotor Riot thing, yeah, it was when I aspired to be on that team, it was an entirely different team than what it was when I got
When you were
onto it.
actually wanting to be on it, yeah.
Right.
Like when you came up wanting to be on it, the team you wanted to be on that team, and you ended
Yeah, I
up
wanted to
on
be on
something a little
Stinger
different.
Swarm. Stinger Swarms Rotor Riot is what I wanted to be on, you know.
Cricket was good. Cricket was good. So
Oh
that's all
yeah,
we got to say about that. I don't want to go too far into it.
for sure.
I even
It's
hate
like
bringing it up at all. But
I feel like that whole shit's just old news anyway. Like
yeah,
nobody I know watches that shit anymore. They're just kind of like it was cool back in the day. Now everybody's moved on to other shit.
yeah.
Wish them the best, I guess. I don't know.
Speaking
Yeah,
of, talk a little bit about how you got involved with Team Black Sheep, because you've made your presence known with some interesting products through their
yeah.
website.
Yeah, oh yeah, I got full line of bot grinder fucking weed
Weed
shit.
gear.
Grinders, rolling trays, stash boxes, dab tools,
Stash
fucking
box is dual
everything, man.
purpose though. The Tango 2 fits in the stash box, so technically
That's awesome.
that could be a Tango box.
That's
So how
fucking
did that
sick.
work, man? How did you end up getting hooked up with TBS?
We were talking about doing motors and stuff because I was gonna do my motors when I was still fucking with Rotor Riot, and that was part of the whole thing. Was like they offered me it again for the second time, only $1 per motor sold, and I was just like, "Fuck that, dude! Like I'm missing out on so much money if you're only gonna give me $1 per every motor I sell, or you're selling them for 22 fucking dollars or whatever." So I was fucking with talking to TBS about doing that shit, and while we are discussing motor stuff, he was like, "Do you want to make a grinder, a bot grinder, trappy, a TBS?" Was like he's like, "Do you want to make a grinder like the TBS one?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" Like I've always wanted to make bot grinders. I just didn't want to fucking like collect the money, make them, and then mail them out because I knew there'd be a lot of people ordering them. So Trappy said he would do all that shit and just take a cut. And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And it turned into him coming at me with ideas like, "What else do you want? What else should we make?" And I was like, "Fuck, we're gonna make a bunch of shit. Like hell yeah, let's do this, man." And the stash box was his idea, and he had like TBS fucking engineers like the box has magnets and shit. Like it's a whole fucking thing. Like the
Yeah,
box
it's
does
not
stuff.
just a fucking wooden box. It's
Yeah,
a designed product.
it's a very well thought out fucking stash box that is like your
Everything
one
TBS
stop shop for
is.
the weed stuff. It's fucking great. But
That's
yeah, no,
what
right?
you know what that was, right? Trappy wanted a fucking cool stash box.
Yeah, yeah. That was his way to get himself a fucking cool
Yeah,
one too.
but it worked out
Which
perfect
actually
because
all that stuff you can go to bot grinders with an S, botgrinders.com right now, and everything is 20% off to celebrate 420. So like the rolling tray, the box, all the shit's like 14, $15, and the cheap
hell yeah,
stuff's even cheaper. 420 celebration.
nice. How long is that going to be rolling for?
I don't know until we remember to stop it. Probably after. Hopefully, well, it's only supposed to be for this month, but we might forget to take it down. So I would act fast if you're interested.
There you go. Little pluggy plug. Nothing wrong with that. Matt
Little weed
says it
plug.
would be sweet to make bot seeds.
Yeah, well, I really want it to be goddamn recreational, or at least let people grow medical in Philly, so I can work on making my own like bog grinder strain. That's something I really want to do, but I do not fuck around with growing marijuana where it's illegal. Like I'll smoke it
Right?
all day and buy it and shit. You know what I mean? But I ain't fucking growing it.
Yeah,
As soon
that's
as it
a
becomes
different
legal,
story.
yeah, yeah, then I'm gonna make my own bog grinder strain.
Double A says we need an auto flower crate box. I think that's taking it a little too far for TBS. I mean, they probably could make a hell of a good one, but I don't know if that might be a little too niche.
Yeah.
Um, Pot Farm, you're never talking too much, brother. It's all good. Pod Farm's got a little buzz going, said he's talking too much.
Get it, bro?
Um, Ben Crashin says he just got his stash box and grinder.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Scarecrow says you got to admit the Demolition Derby was a damn good time. I think he's talking about the Rotor Riot.
Oh yeah, that was a damn good time. No, no, I've had some really, really fun trips on Rotor Riot's fucking dime. That's can't argue that, man. I've had some great times hanging out with fucking people.
Quad Farm, buddy, you don't have to stick around if you got shit to do, my man. You can always watch the recording, my friend. What's up, Eric Zinger in the house, or Zerger? My bad, I said your name wrong, but Eric Zerger, nice to see you. Copenhagen plant is shit down. I'm not following you there, Quad Farm. Shut down. Oh, gotcha. So, you got any interesting plans for your stream as far as anything in the works that you're going to add to your stream?
No, I really just think of it as I go, like spur of the moment shit. The stream, I do the weekly challenge every single week. I think of something new, a new challenge for everybody to try and stuff. And I usually try to think of a challenge where it's something that I want, like maybe it'd be a good skill for somebody to know or something. You know what I mean? Or like maybe it's a trick you haven't tried, or like the car chase thing. That was my thinking. Was a lot of people probably haven't tried a car chase, so here's their chance. Here's a reason for them to do a fucking car chase. And not only that, like if it's sick, 200 to like a few thousand people will have seen your video potentially. I think
Hell
that's
yeah.
pretty fucking cool. And then the community corner thing, like I said, that's the newest segment. But I think it's something cool. I'll try it out. If it sucks, I don't do it, anymore. I don't have any big plans for nothing on the stream. Just keep it going. Keep basically making sure it's not stale. That's my main motivation, is making sure when people tune in, they're not like, oh, it's the same shit. But you also don't want to make it too fucking wacky and not familiar, because there's something in like, I like, for me, I'm like, cool, it's Friday night. Here's my fucking thing that I do Friday night that I've done every Friday night for fucking years. Host a live stream. And I know a lot of people, like, that's their shit. Like they wait till 9 p.m. and they're like, I'm gonna watch the live stream. It's what I fucking do. It's the same feeling for me and shit. So really just keeping it interesting, keeping people happy from watching it, because I'll do it. I, as long as I have fun, I want to do it. But I also realize, like, you can't do the same fucking thing all the time, and you can't also stray from the core that made it good. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason people are tuning in to fucking watch it. You can't stray from that too far.
I think you've done a great job with it, man. I've really enjoyed watching it grow over the
Appreciate it.
years. And the community corner is a great idea. I've kind of done that too, where I'll try to interview people that maybe aren't the most known person in the world,
Mm,
but maybe they're a little known, or like this segment over here knows them, or they also, you don't have to be the best pilot in the world for me to bring you on if you're just if you're an interesting person.
right.
Um, but there's a lot of people out there that are really damn good pilots and just aren't that well known either. So
Yeah, very true. Very true, man.
try
I
to.
see more and more videos where I'm just like, holy shit, this is good. Like, why haven't I seen this person before?
Did you see the video that was posted up last week where the dude was flying? He was flying through like a construction site, and then he ends up slamming into some dude that's got a gun in his hand.
No, I did not see that.
Dude,
What?
I think it was done like for a commercial or something, or maybe some sort of police thing or something. I'm not sure, but
Okay.
he's going through this construction site, like through a crane, through a gap, comes around and goes through another gap. It comes out and hits a guy holding a gun, like knocks the gun out of his hand. And it, like, the whole line was set up like, I mean, it was like a 30-second run that at the very end he runs into the gun.
Really, a
Um,
freestyle run?
Kinda. I mean, it was like a mix between like a video aerial and a freestyle run. Like you could tell
Yeah,
it
that's
was set
cool.
up to. They set it up to hit the gun. So from
Yeah.
that part of it, it was kind of video aerial. But yeah, I mean, it definitely looked like a freestyle run. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you on Facebook
Yeah,
or
I'd like to
something.
see that. Sounds cool.
It was awesome. Like the technical skill the guy took to do it was freaking sweet. Propaganda says it was trippy. They said it was a 2-inch drone too. Wow, I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I got you seen them Insta360 little nano cameras on the
Mm-hmm.
newbie drone? I got a message into them to get that mount. I don't know if that's proprietary mount or not, but I want one of those. As soon as I get the mount, I'm gonna get one of those cameras. They're like $200 though for that tiny little 360 cam. I paid $200 for my fucking Fusion, like my big ass 360 cam.
Right. How have you been using that much?
Yeah, I do like little video intros and like just little parts with it. I don't put it on my drone too often, even though I want to more. But I use it for just video shit. Like I took a bike ride and mounted it on my helmet. It looked pretty cool. I did some shit like I don't think I posted the skating stuff. I want to go like downtown on my electric skateboard though, with it mounted to the helmet and film some cool 360 video. But my I think the ESC in my electric skateboard's fucking busted. It's like some cheap piece of shit one, so I got to get a new one.
That sucks.
I hear
DJ Dubs.
Hobbywing makes a good
D,
one though.
DJ Dubs says it's on sale for 169 right now. That's cool.
I don't know shit. Where's that on sale at? Everything I was
Yeah,
looking up
let us
today
know
was
where it's on
200.
sale, what site it's on. Matt says he's thinking about a 360. Nurk has tempted him.
Dude, go look at Cricket's Instagram story right now. That fool's got one mounted on his whoop and it looks fucking sick. On the Insta360 site, good looks. Want to fucking pull that up right now so I don't forget later.
Right.
Get it for all these damn drone pilots. Oh, free shipping too. Shit.
Hell yeah.
All right, somebody give me $169. I'll pay back when I get my Corona check.
You
I
ain't
wonder
got it
though
yet?
if no, I went to the little like where's my refund site, and apparently they needed my bank account information, even though they
Ah,
have my bank account information to take my money because I had to pay taxes. I paid taxes for the first time in my life this year. It was pretty overwhelming at first, but once I finished it, I was like, this is the easiest thing, dude. 1099 is so much better than W2s and like getting those style taxes. The fucking 1099, you just add up all the money you made and you add up all the money you spent and you do math and then you give them the number and then you're done. It was fucking awesome.
hell yeah.
I mean, it was like hours of looking for numbers, but still, it was pretty awesome.
Clement says, sucks, doesn't it? I hate taxes. I think we all hate taxes.
Yeah, my first real time doing them, it was real overwhelming and lame, but it was much better than what I remember doing like W2 stuff.
I use TurboTax, so I cheat.
Yeah,
Um,
I use like Free Tax America. Yo, you can add an image to this motherfucking camera. You could add your own image on your Insta360 camera. So you're telling me I can get a BotGrinder logo on this bitch?
oh, that's
Oh
sweet.
shit.
How much does that
Or a
cost?
panda smoking weed. I think it said it's like 10 extra dollars.
Not
Let me see
bad.
if I can screen share this. I'll show you.
Yeah, share your screen. What's
Yeah,
up,
there we
Lanuzo?
go.
How are you,
Is
buddy?
that working?
Uh,
Oh wait, no, I gotta press this first.
there you go.
Do
Hold
you
on,
see the
I think
panda?
I've got to switch the zoom to the other
Oh, don't worry
window.
about it then. That sounds like a lot.
No, it's all good. Just keep it up.
I was just gonna show everybody this sweet panda customization you can get on your Insta360 cam.
Oh, now it just went black screen. Hold on. God damn it. There we go. I got it.
Yeah, there's
Oh
panda.
yeah, that's
Oh
wicked.
shit. Yo, that looks tight. I
Damn,
think
that looks
somewhere it
good.
said it was like $10.
Can you upload your own?
Yeah, it's $10. Yeah, $10 to personalize it.
That's not bad.
Not at all.
Not when it's on sale, especially in the first place.
That's pretty sweet. All right, how do I stop? I don't know how to stop sharing.
Here, I'll switch it back to the other camera, so you don't even got to worry about it.
All right, I feel like it should give me an option.
On. Now Zoom's only wanting to pull one or the other.
Oh, we broke it trying to do the damn panda.
It's all good when you
Oh, here we go. I got it. I got these dual monitors, so the screen was hiding from me.
on. Talk for me real quick. Let me make sure it's
Check it out. Check it out. Check. Check 17. $10 customizable Insta360. Link in description. Oh shit! I better pull my eBay bid then.
Why is it not switching? It's only freaking showing me now. Talk some more.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Screwing up. BotGrinder screwing up the show. Check out the panda bear camera there. I can hear myself. It's working on the stream. I can hear myself on the stream.
Yeah, you can still be heard. It's just not switching. It's like only me. I think I know how to fix it though. I think
Is
I
it pinned?
can.
Are you pinned on yourself?
Maybe. Let me see. No? I think I got a way around it.
Nope.
Yeah, there we go. Can you still see me?
Yeah.
Or are you okay? Cool.
I
I
can
just
see everything.
I shared my screen with a
Oh, that looks
whiteboard,
great.
and now it's just got both of us on there. So
I like that better, I think.
yeah, me too.
That looks good. That looks very good, yeah.
Cool. All right. Dream says, "Let me borrow a quad random." Only about 5 of them actually fly Dreams. A lot of them are like one-off frames that I've got that like prototypes and stuff like that. Um, and the 5 that do fly are like my 5 flying quads. So I'm sorry, buddy, I can't come off a quad for you. I might sell you one if you want to buy one. Um, Jack Fu says he pays someone to tell how much he owes the government. Taxes suck. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yep.
Clement says Random has more quads than I have socks.
You happen to have any water?
Surely not.
Okay. Thank you.
And Drone Flyer wants to know, what do we think about the Tiny Hawk Freestyle?
Oh, that shit's tight, bro. I like mine a lot.
Wonder if you could put an Insta360 on one of those.
I mean, it seems like it's fucking stronger than the Whoop. I bet you could. Those things must be mad light, dude. The cameras, well, I guess the newbie drone one don't weigh too much at all. It's pretty damn light Whoop itself.
I like that Tyrannosaurus Rex in the background, bro.
Yeah, it's the T-Rex.
Awesome. Nick says he thinks the Toothpick flies better than the Tiny Hawk Freestyle.
Depends on which one. Imagine. Tiny Hawk Freestyle, for me, it feels so locked. It's such a nice, but I also have a there was a replacement frame that Steven Cinch made, the Saburo frame. It's a full carbon replacement frame with like little spikes on the end. It's fucking awesome. I got that on mine. So I guess, yeah, I'm pretty biased when I think about mine. It's got a pretty killer upgraded frame.
So you transferred the electronics and the motors from the Tiny Hawk Freestyle over to that frame?
Yeah, everything. I just flipped it over, unscrewed everything on the bottom, swapped the other bottom frame on, and screwed it back.
Oh, that's sweet. So it's made to like just direct replacement.
Yep. Yep. Everything is the same. It's just a really nice carbon frame for it.
And who did you say made that?
Makes it fly good. They're probably gone. It was a limited run of like 20 frames, but I snagged one up. Steven Cinch, I believe, was the one that made them. I think there's other people making them now. This is just the one that I got, and it's fucking nice.
Matt Dewhurst says, give me a 5-inch toothpick any day. Will Brown says, I'm late as fuck. Smack my head. Sorry, bro. You can always catch the recording, dude. It's no big deal. Appreciate you stopping in at all.
50RC says the Insta360 is 20 grams. Wow. That is light.
For a freaking type of camera it is, it's definitely light.
For a fucking 360, I think it's 4K, right? The footage I've seen coming out of these things is pretty good. The Insta361 is pretty neat too. The like module or whatever you call it, modular one.
I haven't seen that one.
Just type.
All right. Well, man, I think we'll call it a night. Unless anybody's got any more questions or you got any other topics you want to talk about.
No, not really. This was great. I feel like I'm on your side every single fucking Friday, so it's really refreshing to just sit here and answer questions.
Right?
Instead of leave it up to you to keep the flow going well.
Gotta worry about all that part of it. I usually just bounce off the guest, man. That's my best advice I can give you. Just go with the flow. And like every stream, like 15 to 20 minutes in, after I've gotten past that, like your start of FPV thing, I get to this like, what am I gonna do now? You know?
Yep.
But thankfully, most of my guests have always seemed to steer somewhere to where there's some sort of discussion. Like now it's been an hour and a half and we're good. So
yeah, just fill it out.
I'm blessed by good guests. That's all I can say.
Good. Keep it up.
Right. Double A says, this has been great, guys. Double A, you've been great as well. We appreciate each and every one of you guys coming and asking questions and hanging out. Give some shouts out real quick. We got Forevermore, 507, Bearded Billy, Double A, of course, Dreams, Drone Flyer 189, Eric Zerger, Joe Speedy, Lanuzo, Matt Dewhurst, NQIS Steve, Nix, Plummet, Propaganda, Rick, Will Brown. Let's see who else is going to come in the chat real quick. Anybody? Anybody? Who did we miss from the beginning? I know Mindless was in here a little while ago. Been Crash in. Nix. I don't know if you guys are getting double shouts, but that's all good. Mikhail, what's going on? Will Brown says buy his shit. I'm assuming he's referring to BotGrinder shit. Yes, definitely go and check out the site. He's got 20% off at botgrinders.com. The Bobblehead too, is it on sale?
No, because those just came out.
We
But
didn't
those are
talk
on
about that.
FPVFriends.com.
You got
Yeah, I
one
got
you
a
can
bobblehead
show?
out. Go buy the bobblehead. It's sick. It's the world's first FPV fucking bobblehead. It's me.
Hell yeah.
And it's an ashtray.
Lanuzo says, what the fuck, there was a discount code. I don't think so. I think it's just 20% off at botgrinders.com, right?
Yeah, for all the fucking weed stuff, you don't need no discount code. It's already it's built into the price. The shit's already 20% off.
Nice. Sweet. All right, Drone Flyer, great stream. Thanks for the answers. Hey, man, that's what we're here for, dude. Got to stay connected to the people. That's what makes this hobby great, is that we can all connect up and share knowledge and laugh and learn and smoke and do all that good stuff. So
join me this 420 at 4 p.m. on my YouTube. I'm doing BotGrinder's 420 Worldwide Smoke Sesh. I'm gonna have a Zoom chat with 40 slots available. I want 40 people in there. We're all gonna toke up at exactly 420 on 420, which is like Monday or some shit. So if you
hell
smoke,
yeah.
meet me on my YouTube at 4 p.m. this 420.
What time zone?
East Coast. 4
East
p.m.
Coast.
East Coast.
4 p.m. Eastern, Bots YouTube. Will the Zoom link be distributed on there, like in chat or something?
I'm going to put that shit right in the chat.
Sweet. Yeast infection. There you go, Dreams. I don't know why, but he wanted me to say it. Propaganda says it's 8 a.m. here. I hope, is it 8 a.m. there now or at 4 p.m.? Propaganda.
Either way, wake and bake, motherfucker.
Either way, yeah. Just one day of the year. You can do it. All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next Saturday night at 9. And I hope everybody gets to rip some packs. Stay safe. Stay social distanced. Stay in your house, whatever. And if you know anybody with the Rona, tell them I said I hope they get better soon. Love all you guys. Take it easy. We'll see you next